The reason why you feel like you're falling behind on your own goals while at the same time sort of being functional, whether it be at work or at school, is because for the longest time you've been taught how to follow a timetable, but not necessarily time management. So what's the difference with that? When we look at something like high school, when you always told that you should always be running, and you should kind of like wake up at this time, and you should do this at this time, and the classes at this long, and all of that from the very get-go. When you sent off to school, your brain was trained how to follow a timetable. So the school set the timetable, the school set the curriculum, and you were to follow it no matter what. And at first you were stubborn, but over time you lost that bit of you which kind of like knew how to follow your own goals, how to be creative and disciplined in your own pursuits. So by the time you're growing up into your 20s and 30s, you now immediately realize that you're sort of very good at following a school timetable or whatever your employer tells you, but every time you think about your own goals, it becomes much difficult. So you're sort of like a functional workaholic. You will go to work, you will try and achieve these traditional milestones, maybe even go back to school and so on. But then when it comes to, say, saving money, something that you should do on your own pursuits, trying to follow your own passions, or setting your own time so that you should, rest and recharge, it becomes very difficult to do that because, like I said, you've just been told how to follow the timetable. You were given this timetable and you're told this is when you should wake up, you should be at school at this time. And over all of this, you lost that bit of yourself, which pretty much told you this is my goal, this is my priority, and I should follow that. So the best way to kind of like start unlearning this process, which I'm doing that too, is to try and set small goals of your own, and try and set small time slots so that you can sort of like get a small reward for achieving the small goal. This is literally how habits build. So you start by, something small. This is why Jordan Peterson keeps on saying clean your room, so that you set the bar for starting so low that it's achievable. And once you do that, the next day you just continue increasing and increasing. And over the next, I don't know how many years or months or however long it's going to take you, you're going to be able to achieve your goals in the very end and unlearn all that you learned.